told your mother I would take good care of you.
I love you more than anyone in this whole wide world.
Her mom is dead. She'll be better off here.
No, she won't.
What's her name?
You can call her whatever you want. You'll be my little angel from now on.
Angel, how did you?
Now, it tells the story of relentless love and perseverance as a young couple's relationship clashes with the harsh realities of California gold rush in 1850. That's the touching romantic period drama and bestseller of Francine Rivers Redeeming Love, starring Abigail Cowen, Tom Lewis and Logan Marshall-Green. One of the local actors in the film is Clyde Berning, who plays Rub. And he joins us now to tell us more about the film. Clyde, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. And good morning, South Africa. I've been wanting to say that live since I was a kid.
Dreams do come true.
Yeah.
Give us a brief synopsis of somebody who may not know. I mean, what is Redeeming Love about?
Well, luckily, I've got the book on hand here with me, just in case. But I can tell you that it's the beautiful story of Angel, who is taken to a brothel in California in the mid-19th century. And that becomes her home, this dark world of a brothel. And her redemption is found through her love and the discovery of love with the character Michael Hosea. And really, in the end, that's what the story is about, is the redemptive, the redeeming power of love and what it can do to save you from the darkest places and to restore hope and the belief in oneself and to turn your life around and make a new start.
Yeah. Talk to us about your character, Rub. Who is he and how does he fit into the entire story?
Well, Rab is unfortunately the guy that takes her to the brothel. And so it was quite a key role in terms of the film. Though actors always say they're no small roles, but this was a dark little role. So I only really have about 10 minutes of screen time, but they are quite crucial, and you see me there at the top of the film. That's actually the key scene where I take her to the brothel, and her name is Sarah until that owner of the brothel, the Duke, calls her Angel, and from then on she becomes Angel, and so Rab is really the one that, as I said, introduces her to that world, but he abandons her, you know, and there's this quote that Francine Rivers has used in her book that says, it's from Shakespeare, that says, "The Prince of Darkness is a gentleman," and it's from King Lear. And I just think that is exactly it, you know. This gentleman is the owner of a brothel, and he has all the airs and graces of a refined gentleman, but in fact he's an evil person, and what he does to Angel is what is happening to a lot of girls and children all over the world, and that's why the Redeeming Love production team and producers like Cindy Bond and the director DJ Caruso have made such a point of highlighting the human trafficking that is still going on all over the world. And they've set up a foundation called the Redeeming Love Foundation, I think, that is tackling that very issue and raising awareness. So yeah, but essentially Rab is the guy that introduces her to the world and leaves her there. And he promised young Angel's mother, when she dies, it's not a spoiler, she dies at the top of the film, that he'd look after her, and he did quite the opposite of that. I think in his mind he was looking after her, but he wasn't. He abandoned her and left her in this world of despair and abuse.
Yeah. Talk to us about the lessons that came with working on this project and being part of the project as an actor overall. What challenges did this character also present to you?
Well, as an actor, you've got to go to those dark places in order to bring the character to life. And that's usually very challenging because you're facing a lot of your own personal history and your own darkness in order to create this character. And you know, we often don't want to go there, but we have to if we want to bring the character to life and give it authenticity. So I learned a lot through that process. You look at some of the guys that have played great villains in history, guys like Heath Ledger, and just creating that character had a huge impact on their life, you know, and it can have a negative impact on your life if you don't have a home base to come back to. And that for me is your own personal truth of who you really are, your family, your home, and the morning sunrise, something that you can focus on to bring you back to your center, you know. But so, you know, I learned a lot in the process of doing that and creating this character, even though he plays this relatively minor role, yet crucial, yet minor role. But we had this incredible production team, DJ Caruso, the most awesome director who just makes you feel at ease on set, that you have the freedom to explore and make proposals. Wonderful production team like Johnny Breert on the production design. I've got her name here, Moira Ann Mayer, who was the costume designer and gave us these incredible costumes to work with, because that for me is a big deal. You want to have the texture of the character and feel like you're in your character when you get into your wardrobe, you know. You want to be in your costume and feel like you're in the period and feel like you're there. And they, you know, my hat goes off to the South African team that was involved, the crew and the cast on this production, because they created a world that we could really inhabit, and they recreated 19th century California in Cape Town, you know. So really, that really helps as an actor to bring it all to life.
Clyde, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with the film. I really want to watch this, but thank you so much for talking to us. Clyde Berning plays Love in a new film titled Redeeming Love. The touching romantic period drama and bestseller by Francine Rivers tells the story of relentless love and perseverance as a young couple's relationship clashes with the harsh realities of the California gold rush of 1850.